What is going on with you brothers and sisters? What you got going on? My kings and queens, my alphas, my sigmas, and my illuminated chosen lucky ones. Listen, folks. They like to talk about you every single day. And they like to hate on you every single day. And they like to throw dirt on your name every single day. It's because you are so real than them. It's because they are fake around you. How the way they acting, how the way they behave, you know, it is fetish and petty. It's just because they have no life. Their mind is small. Their mind is senseless. It's just because they are worried about you. It's because you ain't worried about them. They are talking bad about you. It's because you ain't thinking about them. You ain't worried about them. They ain't in your head and they ain't in your mind. They want to be in your head and they want to be in your mind so bad. Try to control you, to win over you. You're trying to take of what you have. It's just because you ain't worried about no little bitty, inky, winking, weenie type of BS. They be on Facebook and Instagram focusing on BS, watching crime TV shows on Netflix or HBO and pornography. All of these dumb stuff cannot control themselves, their body, their mind, and their temple. It's because they don't ever go through nothing. It's because they are not strong. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, energetically. They do have the energy just by talking crap about you, but they don't have no energy to put in the work. Looking for a job, go to the gym, exercise, calisthenics, read the Bible, reading books. It's because they lost the law. It's because they hating on me. It's because I got of what I got spiritually, mentally, emotionally, energetically, but physically I can get it real easy and real fast. But I don't need to and I don't want to. It's just because my mind is at the other level. My mind is at the other side of the world of my mission. It's because I am not of this world. I may be in this world, but I am not of this world. Like these physical Decepticons and narcissists, toxic people, and negative energy. It's because they love Satan. They love the devil. It's because liars be around with liars. Negative people love being around with negative people. But us, we are better than them. It's because we don't do what they do. We don't go through how they go through. We don't smoke weed to open our third eye to do stupid stuff. To hate one another, to go against one another, to fight one another, to kill one another, to steal somebody else's girlfriend, to steal somebody else's boyfriend. It's just because you don't got how you look for it. It's because you put your hands on a woman. If you take mine, I don't care what you do. But thank you for making me stay celibate. Thank you for really making me to retain my seed, because I am in the chill pill, because I'm having good luck, because I am leveling up. It's because I am a chosen one, baby. Just because you are saving my life from the AIDS, HIV, STDs, from all of this cancerous poisonous. It's because you is falling for that. It's because this is what the truest alpha males and sigma males would do to protecting their health, to protecting their longevity, to take care of themselves and stay healthy, to love themselves, to love their life. Because we may not be perfect, but we gotta be better than who we were yesterday, last week, last month, last year. This is all about you gotta stay young. Because I'm a man of my word. Because I don't want to talk to nobody that I know back in 2021, 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017, and 10 years ago, 11 years ago, and 12 years ago. I don't want to talk to nobody that I know back then. In 2023, I don't want that to be in my remembrance of seeing the familiar faces. I erase it, and I avoid it, and I deny it, and I don't pick up, and I don't answer it, and I don't open it, and I don't reply it. Because I got rid of them, and I defeated them, and this is why I have always stayed to my level, stay into my grind, and be at the other mission, just because I am about to blow up, because everything about me is, my energy is so freaking famous. You may not be famous to be on the news or TV or Hollywood, to be in a actress. Really want to meet Dwayne Johnson or Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, Will Smith, or Jay-Z, Beyonce. You don't need that. Your energy is famous because you is a legendary. Because this is why they are so mad at you, because they don't got the mind like you. They hate you. It's because they can't do how you do it, how you do all these long walks, how you always stay positive. And just because these Decepticons, as narcissists, are acting like a little boy, a little child, but whether you is about 20 years old, you is still acting like a grown up little boy. And whether you is with a 30 or 31-year-old woman, whatever, you is still dating a little boy or a little girl that is still a child. It may be grown, but dressing like all good in that, but still acting like a little boy and a little girl. It's just because they got no life, they got no adventure and no discovery. Because he is nasty and she is nasty. But thank you for really saving my life from that person that I don't want to be with. But you can have her, but I don't want to catch nothing. I really don't want to end up dead, and I really don't want to end up in poison. It's just because I really don't want to live in a slavery in the mind. Because I'd rather live in a higher mind. I'd rather live in a God mind. I'd rather live in a enlightenment mind and good source of essence of power. So much realistic and specific being of a consciousness form of my ascendance of life, creating new memories, making new friends, new faces, traveling. This is what I am about to be setting to it in 2023. I really want to see new people. And that is because they love to hate on your name so much, just because you have always been so real. And it's because you have always been yourself. It's just because you was always positive. They cannot stand positive energy. They cannot stand to be happy and be smiling. It's just because God chose you to stay out of that environment. God chose you to be in a better environment so people can fuck with you. How come I met a new friend today? How come I met a new person today? How come I follow him on Instagram? It's because we have a lot in common. We have a lot of things that resonate. We have a lot of things equal of what I was going through, he was going through. He was hacked out of Facebook a long time ago, and I was hacked out of Facebook back in June. Negative people just trying to use you as a target, physically, spiritually, mentally, anything. But when you're walking by yourself, you ain't scared to walk by yourself, whether a day or a night. Please, your angels are still right here. Just because you ain't afraid to die, because you died many of times. You reincarnated. You have another life. You've been here, you've been there. It's like over and over. But guess what? This is the last chapter of where you are going to be. But after you win that, you have always been real. You have always been true to yourself. You have always walking the highest path. That's why you have fly on the wings of love. But that is why you is the leader of the angel, because this is why you are the illuminated one, because you are being ascended to live eternal life in external life. It's because you can read people's energy, you can read people's vibes, and you can just know what they are saying and what they are doing and where they are going. Just because your intuition does not lie to you. It will show you who will arrive or who sounds like this and sound like that. It's just because they are jealous of you. It's just because they can't get the style like you got. It doesn't matter what you wear. It doesn't matter what money you have or what car you drive. It doesn't matter. It's just because they can't get to the spotlight where you're at. Everybody is looking for everybody to talk to. Everybody is looking for a competition to be social. But when I be on my phone, I'm not worried about what they're doing. I get like notifications on Instagram and YouTube, this and that and the third. It's because I am about to be going to the new end. Whether weed smokers and drug addicts be around with them, or fornicators being around with fornicators, haters being around with haters, bully people being around with bully people, it's just because they are in love with that environment. But God had chose me to be better and be special. It's just because they are saving my life not being around that. Saving my life not being around with this girl, not being around with this dude, not being around with them. It's just because I am being redeemed to go to the next level. It's because I am taking heed, because I am not being deceived. I've been redeemed into the next level. I am being redeemed to go to the next level. Well, I have been defeated. I'm not looking back. I'm going to forward, straight to the kingdom of heaven. Not going to the right, not going to the left. I'm not going back, I am going straight. Because this is why there is a better way to seek the light through the tunnel. Hold the key to stay healthy. Take care of yourself to go to another page, in another chapter, in another story, in another routine. I'm not a joker, I'm so hilarious, but I am funny. But like Kevin Hart, Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, but Will Smith, okay. But not back in the day of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but I used to be at Bel-Air Street. But I want to live in my mind with the righteous being, because this is why I am a conscious being. Get to heaven is where you have it in here. Not focusing on what you see out here. Because this is why I am being redeemed to go to the next level. I don't want to talk to this girl. I don't want to talk to them. It's just because I defeated them. It's just because they're going to be like, man, I should have thought about this a long time ago. I should have thought about this last year, 2 years ago. It's already too late. It's just because I can't go back. I can't go back because God says, don't look back. Whether they try to come back into your life, God says, don't answer. God says, close the door. God says, hang up on them. God says, don't respond and don't reply, just because He's going to find me somebody special, that I really want to meet somebody new, that I never met, that I never seen. Just because I don't want to talk to nobody that I know familiar. I want to talk to somebody that I know new. Just because somebody has saved my life on not getting myself into trouble. Because this is why I was about to be in trouble again of looking back to the familiar. But guess what? I have been redeemed of meeting somebody new. Because this is why this is the next chapter. New movie and a new story. It's just because I am all about the future. I am all about now. I am all about going within me. Quantum leap. It's just because this is how I have a better, good steep. But I'm not talking about ski. I'm talking about super cash speed, like PJ Masks of the Disney show. Like Catboy, man, it's just like speeding, like better than a vampire and a werewolf. But you just gotta go speed like the fast lane by the song called Syndicate or the Internet. That's what the artist is. But I like that song so much. But you gotta stay high off life, but low on drugs, but staying hydrated off of water, but low intoxicated off of weed and alcohol, because that there is definitely you turning your life into a harlot. Oh, that was deep right there. Narcissists and Decepticons, negative people, toxic people, negative energy vampires, energy drainers, they are the new harlots. They are the new harlots. It's because the reason why they're laughing now is because they are a HOE, SLUT. They are disgusting. A new harlot, which means a nastiest mind. Don't ever fall for that. So this is why I am being redeemed to go to the next level, meeting new people. It's because I don't want to look back to the past. Whether I really want to see people from the future, I am meeting people from the future that I never met, never seen people in my sleep. I'm all about that. Because this is why they want your attention. And they want your reaction to make sure that you is still the same. To make sure that you won't ever be better. To make sure you won't ever be special. To make sure you won't ever level up. To make sure you won't ever be the best of the greatest of all time. Of your own world and your own reality. Of make you a higher legend. That you won't ever die. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally. But physically, you are still alive to this day. It's just because you have woke up to see another day. To thank God of how you are reaching to your saving grace. But I'm not talking about saving grace. How sweet. No. I'm talking about a good grace. It's just like do what God wants you to do. Do what God says on how you can get to that eternal or seeking the present is the light thereof. That's why you is the illuminated one. A lot of people, they don't believe in God no more. They don't believe in God. Whether it's your family, whether it's your friends or your next door neighbors. But me, my family in this household, next door neighbors, they don't believe in God no more. Just because they gave up on God and they gave up on themselves. I'm not stopping because of this like a wow. It's just because it's a ring a bell. It's because the love of many shall wax cold. Just like it says in the Bible. It is all written before we see it. They don't believe in God. It's because they gave up. They want to do what they want to do so they can kill themselves spiritually, mentally before Christ comes and set everything to destruction. Think about that and know about that. Everything is about to get real. Everything is happening in the world right now. It is disgusting. It is nasty. It is like polluted, washed up, death and destruction in the streets. Like Shorty from Scary Movie is gonna be like, can I tell you something? What is it, Shorty? I see dead people. This is what's happening now. The world is dead because our world is still alive. Because when Christ returns, we're going to get back on what we lost. Because this is why we won't ever die when we have Christ on our side. Think about that. So I'm flying. I see our brothers and sisters in the few. Take care of yourself and stay healthy. As always, stay conscious. Because this is why everybody loves to laugh. It's just because the devil is getting the best of them. And this is why they will always lose. And always lose. Just like from the beginning. Because they are so mad. Because I won the match. I didn't cheat it because I got the best moves. God gave me these moves to walk and talk and breathe and be the best man. Because they just so mad. Because tonight, these losers of these circles got served. They mad because they got served. So, I'll see y'all soon. Salute down.